Awesome. So we got to the last part of the Bruni. We're gonna paint this with acrylic colors using a very light blue. We're gonna start on the bottom of the Bruni. Again, this is just a base coat. Then we're gonna go back and do another coat so the colors look a little bit stronger and more vivid. Make sure you get all the way from the bottom. Make sure you get the size on the inside of the legs so you don't miss anything. Then we're gonna get a darker tone of blue and start on the head and make sure you get on all the cracks inside of the eyes. If you get inside of the eyes, that's no problem because we're gonna go back and paint it white. So don't be scared, guys, just keep on painting it all throughout, and if you make any mistakes, we're just gonna go back and fix them later. Make sure you get everything inside of the legs, on the bottom, the feet. Turn the sculpture around and just check every little spot. Don't forget anything. And now where the two colors meet, you see the light blue and the darker blue. I'm gonna go with my finger and try to blend those two colors together. If your finger starts to get very wet with the paint, dry it and go back at it. Part I used light pink, and for the interior in the back I used a little bit of brown. I like to use brown just because the black looks grayish, makes the colors look grayish and dull, and then the brown makes it look more like flesh. So I added a little bit of darker brown and then a little bit of lighter pink to blend those two together better. Then I dried my brush just a little bit so so I can remove any excess paint that I might have, and then it helps a lot with blending as well. Alrighty, so that's looking pretty good. I got the interior and then the bottom of the tongue as well. I removed any excess that I had, and I really like it. I like how it's coming up. Now I'm gonna go and dry it. I'm gonna use a hair dryer for this, and then bring it back to add another coat of paint. We're gonna use the same colors that we used at the beginning, starting for the lightest and then moving to the darkest. Make sure you're a little bit more gentle this time. Try to not make so many mistakes so we don't have to go back and fix so many things, okay? So I'm going around the stomach very slowly. Try to not mess up anything. Try to cover any cracks with a little bit more paint. If you have anything, just add a little bit more paint to that part and cover it up. Now I'm gonna go and do the same thing for the darker part of the face and the body. So just the same color that we used at the beginning, the darker blue. You wanna go inside of the crevices of the eyes. Again, if you paint more on the eyes, that's okay. We're gonna dry it, and then we're gonna cover the blue. And make sure now that you're doing the body, if you left something unpainted, if you removed anything by mistake, make sure you covered it. This is the time to make everything perfect and kind of like cover any mistakes that you did. And then we're gonna repeat the same step for the mouth. I'm just adding a little bit of pink. I'm not adding any brown just because I wanna cover the brown, not too much, but I don't want it too dark. So the only thing that I'm gonna add this time is light pink. Looking pretty good, I love it. So with a smaller brush, I'm gonna start doing the eyes. At this point, I went and I hair dried the sculpture, and then I brought it back. Just gonna add a thick coat of paint on the eyes. I'm gonna dry it. I'm gonna dry the white, and then do this step one more time so it looks very white. To try to kind of cover all the blue that I made before. Make sure that you don't paint the eyelids. Try to not paint the eyelids. If that happens, that's okay. Don't go crazy. We can fix it later. It did happen to me. I had a little drop of white on the eyelid, but then I dried it up, and then I covered it with a smaller brush with blue. So you see how it's looking? It's awesome, pretty good. Then I'm gonna go and dry it again, bring it back to do the black part. So for the eyes, we're gonna use a smaller brush, and just with the tip of the brush, you wanna get a little bit of black and make him look like he's kind of cross-eyed. So it seems like he's looking at the tip of his tongue. And then get a little bit of blue and make the iris around the black. And then to add the shine of the eye, you want to get a tiny bit of paint on the tip of the brush and just use just the tip pretty much and drop the paint on top of the eye, whatever you want it to look. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked this tutorial. Super easy on how to make the Bruni from Frozen. I loved how it came out, and I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.